Hi, Edward Unthank. Let's talk about some AI use cases on a very tactical level in marketing operations real fast. One of the things that I think is a fun opportunity because it's been an opportunity for a long time. It's just been kind of unreasonably difficult to do before an AI world. But on a landing page, an LP landing page, we want to talk about how you can have a better experience. So you have a baseline progressive enhancement is what web dev used to call this overall philosophy. It's where you design so that the default that everyone gets is absolutely passing quality. You say, good enough, love it, nothing broken, beautiful, I love it. But the approach is then that you take from that, you have a more enhanced version, which would be this one over here. And then this one would be something where it's personalized. And enhance personal, and then the experience is enhanced on the prospect experience. So an example of how you would do this philosophically into a Marketo marketing operations world is something where you're talking about in a landing page. You want an individual image, the primary image on the page. You'd call it something like a header. You want that image to be dynamic. You want it to have a good default backup. So imagine that this does indeed have this. And then I'm going to give you a little bit of an example of what the code actually looks like so that you can see the idea and the approach of this tactic very specifically. So in this case, there's a landing page. Here you can imagine an image. There's a div in here. We call it the style. And then you would take whatever that object is. So we'd say it's like a header, headline, we'll call it, image. And then you can come up with your actual code here to be, you can literally use this image background. You just take CSS and then you write CSS. And so the primary of the CSS is to image background. Make sure I get it on the actual screen here. The image background ends up being where you have basically two different things. One is that it's going to be, there's going to be two different backgrounds on it. I just need to erase this entirely, I think. So on the style here, we have headline image. And then we would have two individual CSS properties for this. We have one which will only be loaded if there is an actual viable background image uploaded. If it does not exist, it will not load and it'll be a failed load. And that's fine because we can imagine this one being personalized right here. Because we already have, no matter what, we'll have an image background that's secondary, which is the default background. Say default.png. And then this approach is an actual kind of embodied methodology of being able to have progressive enhancement as you can apply it into marketing operations. And this is also how you can have a significant up-leveling of the quality of your individual marketing while making sure that you're not destroying things in the process with code that's only going to work in a few times of case. So this is an example right now of agentic image overrides. And that is one of the things that you can do in marketing operations right now with the use of AI, especially if you have this individual personalized background being written by a large language model. Then we have the ability to scale in an impressively personalized way that would have been impractical at a previous point in history. So thanks so much. I'm Edward Unthank, solution architect for Etumos. We do all of the marketing operations around marketing automation, CRM, revenue operations, everything to do with everything there. So if you're looking for a way to bring your company into an AI agentic future, talk to us. We've got the answers. I'll see you soon.